Alright guys, how's it going? I've had to come and make a new cup of tea because my other one is cold. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'd have to watch the previous video titled Boom, Paul Joyce, whatever. So, oh, it smells beautiful. Caramelised biscuit brew. You know I normally have that one, the normal one is amazing. But I've got to make a very quick video. You know that's about half an hour long then. Because I'm going live on here in a minute. Well, 20 minutes. 25. Yeah, 20 minutes. When I recorded that video a moment ago, let me find the title of the video. Boom, Paul Joyce reveals Liverpool's interest in Martin Zubimendi, must watch. When I recorded that video, I did say to you, I think we need to look at things a little bit and just calm down, you know, and then I said we'll talk about it again later. And after publishing that video, I felt like I needed to speak to you immediately again. And we will be speaking about him again, right? Because I want to see more of what Paul Joyce has got to say. Now, you know, I thought he'd surface. He has surfaced. But there's a but, guys. There is a but, guys. And I don't want to piss on your parade. And I don't want to say that it's not going to happen, because I have no idea whether it's going to happen or not. Richard Hughes won't know right now if it's going to happen or not. But I need to mention some things to you. So, we always say on here, when Paul Joyce speaks, David Ornstein speaks, we listen. That's the only two journalists you listen to, right? Fabrizio, someone left a comment saying, pulling me up on a video I said earlier, saying, Fabrizio Romano won't know, something like that, or something to do with that. You know, he probably won't be the one to come in with the name. And they left a comment saying, oh, Fabrizio Romano won't know, he's just tweeted it, LOL. Yeah, after Paul Joyce, all right? So, look, fucking DKB, mate, all right? So, what I want to say here, so we listened to those two journalists, right? Ornstein and Joyce. And we do listen to Fabrizio Romano, but he's not, it's just, do you know what I mean? He's just like, he's worth listening to, but he's not going to break news before these two people, in my opinion. And the thing is, yesterday Ornstein dropped something. Why are we reading that? I always say that to you, whatever it is, right? Today, Joyce is telling us, naming the player, and that to me is, it just makes me a little bit suspicious, right? Because Liverpool Football Club are trying to sign a player. They don't want rival clubs to know that, right? So what's the purpose of us being told about this player? Why are we being told this? Considering this player. Why are we being told this? Whose benefit is that for? Liverpool you don't leak a player that you want to sign, because it could prompt, you know, another club to step up. So that's the first bit of suspicion I've got regarding this update. It doesn't mean that it's fake or anything like that. The interest in him will be genuine. But what's also of interest is, let me just go with the timing of this. So Paul Joyce at 1:46 p.m, Liverpool considering Real Sociedad midfielder Martin Zubimendi, right? 1 minute earlier, Ian Doyle, the chief Liverpool FC writer, published an article on the Echo about this, right? About the same thing. Literally seconds before, right? So I don't for 1 minute think that Paul Joyce has seen that and has now gone and, you know, made this claim himself. But the article that Ian Doyle published at 12:45, sorry, I might be getting my timing wrong here. I'm in a different time zone, right? I think it's one, yeah, right. Let me just go through that again. I do apologise. I'm an hour ahead of the UK. So Paul Joyce made the claim at 1:46 p.m. in my time, right? I think that's my time. Ian Doyle at 1:45, 1 minute earlier, published an in-depth article. He obviously needed time to type the article up. And then Ian Doyle tweeted at 1:47 my time. So 1:46 Joyce tweeted, 1:47 Ian Doyle tweeted. What I'm trying to say here is that I think Paul Joyce and Ian Doyle have both been updated, if you like, or briefed at the same time. And that takes away the exclusivity, that takes away the importance of using Paul Joyce. So that backs up my thinking that the club want this out there to everyone. You know, they've gone through the local press, if you like, and Paul Joyce. I know there's only 1 minute between Doyle and Joyce, but I don't for 1 minute believe that Joyce has lifted that from Doyle. It's impossible in that time frame. So I think both of them have gone with it at exactly the same time. The rest have come in after that. You know, that would be, you know, that's normal or whatever, the rest of them. But I'm really not doing a very good job explaining it, am I? If it was Paul Joyce and Paul Joyce only, you would be thinking, right, Edwards / Hughes has briefed Joyce. He's the main man, right, at the moment. But Ian Doyle already published an article at the exact same second. So they both had to have been told that by the same source. And whoever the same source is wants that news out there. Why? Why do they want that out there? Why would the club want that out there when they're trying to conduct their transfer business in secret without anyone stepping in and making matters worse? Do you get me drift? Now, I don't know if you know this, but other clubs, when they've tried to sign Zubimendi, have failed to tempt him away. They've failed to tempt him away. And it could prove difficult making this happen, right? So if we were to look at what Ornstein said, right? Let's look at what Ornstein said after Joyce at my time zone, 1:57. So I think that's 11 minutes after Joyce. Liverpool exploring deal to sign Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Not easy. A €60 million release clause needs to be paid in full if lower fee can't be agreed. Liverpool would also need to convince the 25-year-old, which other clubs haven't managed to date. So this is not an easy, straightforward signing, potentially. You could argue, hang on a minute, we're Liverpool Football Club, he won't need much convincing, right? That's what we want to think, right? What I'm alluding to here is that if Liverpool were unable to convince him to come to Liverpool, if Liverpool were unable to agree a transfer fee with Real Sociedad, the club would be able to say, we tried, right? And because it's out there, you all know. If you didn't know from this current announcement, state of play today, you might never have known, or you might never have believed it. Now, I'm not for 1 minute trying to suggest that the owners or Liverpool Football Club are just doing, we won't be able to sign him, so we'll put it out there that we're trying to do it, but there's no way we'll be able to do a deal. I'm not saying that. Some people think that happened last year with Casado. They made a bid knowing they couldn't sign him. But do you get where I'm going with it? Cheers, guys. Rodders. If you're old school KopTalk, you'll know Matt was my old dog before Remy. And my chick was here, right? And she left one of these in the fridge, but I think she forgot. She did. I'm not supposed to eat chocolate, that won't surprise you, will it? But I'm fucking eating it. Because, if not, I'll stare at it every day for weeks. 10 minutes until I go live. So my point here, this is only an opinion, right? I think it's an educated opinion with a lot of experience with it. I think Liverpool want that out there today to show the fans that they're trying. And it doesn't mean, to show the fans they're trying doesn't mean because I know they're going to fail, but we can say we try, because I know some people think like that. No, they're trying to do it, right? But we want people to know we're trying to do it. You understand? Fuck off. I was having a cup of tea out there before when that news broke, and I dropped it, left it for you. And I've got to go live in 10 minutes. It's a good job there's only one of them in there. I'm sorry if I confuse you a bit with my timings. What's the reason for the video? Because I like to explain that sometimes at the end of a video. Paul Joyce, usually, if he's got something juicy, he goes with it in an evening when he's had time to type it up, when he's sat at home having a glass of wine or something like that, you know what I mean? I think Paul Joyce's hand was forced this afternoon, and I think he's gone with it knowing that it elsewhere was going to go with it. And I think Ian Doyle, the local media, and Paul Joyce, national, international, if you like, well, it's national, but you know what I mean, newspaper, have both gone with what they've been told at the same time. There is 1 minute within each of them, within a tweet and the written article by Doyle. Doyle, I wouldn't pay any attention to Doyle anyway, no disrespect, but the club, I think the club just want it out there. I think the club want it out there and have briefed those two people. The rest of them have all latched on, obviously. So that's my point there. So this isn't just a Paul Joyce piece, in my opinion. And the reason why do they want it out there? This is why they've done it, right? They want it out there so the fan base can see that they're trying. That's what I think. Because this isn't just this doesn't mean this is just going to happen. It might just happen. Liverpool might just go all in and say, look, we'll pay the fucking the full whack, we'll pay the release clause, players up for it, let's do it. So the reason for the video is just like, hey, this would be cool if it happens, but just be a little bit cautious with it, because I don't think it's necessarily... basically, there's people putting pictures of him out in a Liverpool kit already, you know what I'm saying? So very difficult to record a video like that quick under pressure, because I haven't got it to stream now. So I'm sorry if I haven't explained myself very well. But you know what I'm like. I get caught up in the passion and you know, the excitement of it all. But listen to Ornstein there. What did Ornstein listen to Ornstein? I know what he said, but I like to be precise. Ornstein, where are you? How come, right, every time I open an app, right, like that, they always show me recommended, like, I know it's your browsing history. I don't even use Threads, so I don't know why that's on there. Ornstein, there we go. Remember, keywords I want from the David, I want you to pay attention to, from the Ornstein thing, who also wrote an article within minutes of it all. So, exploring, not closing in on, exploring, not easy. Release clause needs to be paid in full if lower fee can't be agreed. Convince, would need to convince, which other clubs haven't managed to date, right? So it's not easy, guys. And if it doesn't happen, Liverpool can go, hey, hang on, just fucking calm down, we tried. All right? That's it, I'm not shit stirring. It could be signed tomorrow. I just want to plant the seed, that's all. And I need to go now. Live in 6 minutes. Right. If you appreciate the video, it doesn't mean you agree with me. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you leave a comment, do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. Have I explained it properly? Because sometimes I feel like I make a mess of things. And if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button or a twirl. No, don't be getting me a twirl. I'm trying to lose weight. I think I've been saying that for years. But you guys, you know, go and look at my oldest videos. And I'm a lot thinner than I was. I'm just 2 ton now. But that twirl, in fairness to me, that twirl's been in that fridge since yesterday morning. And I said to her yesterday, do you want that for your flight? She went, no, leave it. Okay, don't know, mate, does she? Guys, I've been looking at it for weeks. Every time I've been in that fridge about 4 times today. Now it's gone now. I've solved the problem. There's no shite left in there now. All right. Gotta go live. If you miss my 2 o'clock stream today, 7 p.m. tonight, and also tomorrow, every other weekday this week, 2 and 7, and Saturday night streaming, 7:30 UK time this Saturday. A few tunes in there, you know what I'm saying? Hooray.